The visions of Ely Kish. A moment in time brought back to life with an artist's touch.
Oh, they're huge. His head is about like maybe 3 feet.
It's the stuff of dreams and nightmares.
Tyrannosaur head, 4 feet.
Ely Kish is one of the world's foremost dinosaur artists. At the age of 71, she paints with the enthusiasm of a 7-year-old, imagining life 100 million years ago.
It's detective work. It's a discovery. I have to know, how does he chew? How far back does his mouth open? Is there flesh? Is he like an alligator? When he opens his mouth, the whole thing, all teeth shows, or not?
Before she begins to paint, Ely builds a model to scale. The model will pose for her painting.
This little creature is a Thescelosaurus.
This one was recently discovered in South Dakota.
When they found it, they couldn't find the neck and the head.
Scientists imagined a bigger head, and that's what she would have drawn too, until this skull was found.
It's a puzzle. It's a real jigsaw puzzle that has to be put together.
And she still has questions about this creature. The mouth. How did it eat?
Hi there.
Hi, Miss Kish.
How are you?
So, at the museum, she visits the man who got her started in this, dinosaur expert Dale Russell.
I'm working on this little creature, and I need help. I've got a pencil drawing right from the bones.
20 years ago, Dr. Russell urged her to interpret his scientific knowledge on canvas, and she still asks him to share his visions.
What are those teeth for? What do they do?
Well, you could say
They
that it
stick right out.
Yeah, this guy's a salad eater. So it's he's got a kind of a fork-like thing on top of a spoon. It's just like a salad
And then
fork.
he can really pull it.
Yep.
Because
That's
if
gonna be
he's
fun.
that leaf eater, I'd like to have him sort of up front so you can really see what those teeth are doing with the leaf.
With bones that look like they come from the Flintstones, Ely does hands-on research.
I'm not a scientist, but I'm an artist, and I know what he's talking about, and I know how he's dreaming of this thing. He sees these animals, and he knows basically how they're moving, and if they're fast, and if they're cold-blooded, if they're meat eaters or plant eaters. And I have to get into his trend. I have to feel what he thinks these things are. I want to do that. I think Greg Paul played with it.
If you want to see Ely Kish's masterwork, drive to Washington, D.C. In the famous Smithsonian Institute, Ely has drawn life in the ancient seas. It's not a pretty sight, but what a magnificent mural. 3 years ago, she also created life in the modern seas. These murals are 140 feet by 18 feet.
I didn't know a thing about fish until I came here.
Again, mixing art and science like paint and water, Ely Kish researches, then creates. Ely lives outside Canada's capital with her business manager, Huguette Vranken. Her studio in the North Woods is a long way from her Newark, New Jersey roots. When we visited her, she was also working on a wildlife scene, one she actually saw.
So I've got to remember how this atmosphere looked. There was sort of a fog coming in, I remember.
This painting will sell for thousands of dollars. Ely's work is very popular, but it wasn't always so.
My charging was, the rent was due, the car payment was due, the electric bill was due. I'd add it up, and that's what I'd go for. That was my price.
So you have an exhibit in Beverly Hills, California?
Huguette adds the business touch to the marketing of Ely Kish.
Oh, that one you will send to Tokyo?
And the dinosaur business has many marketing possibilities. There are calendars, poster books, pop-up books, and translations. But fame is fleeting. She still has that mystery to ponder. How should she paint the Thescelosaurus's mouth?
So this is actually the first specimen this has ever been found in of this kind. Yeah. So this is an absolutely gorgeous head. So having a real long bone, I'm going to have to think about that. Does this mean the tongue was like a giraffe tongue?
Oh, that would come out.
I don't know. I'm going to have to look at that.
And curl the leaf and help.
Yeah, and slurp it in, but I don't know.
The mystery of the dinosaurs. We don't even know why they died off. But we do know that Ely Kish brings them back to life.
You put together my worst nightmares and most colorful dreams, and you give them flesh.
That's
and then I can see what my dreams are really like.
Yeah, but I need those dreams and those nightmares.
Sometimes I don't think I do.
I need them.
But I need them.
The research is done. It's time to create.
I wish somehow scientifically they could really build up with computers and everything and figure the bone is this big, so naturally the muscle on it would be that big. And I'm waiting for that time so I could see how close I am. Because it's a guessing game.